Hey everyone, so today I wanted to come on here and do a review of sorts for the new Pat McGrath concealers and her pressed powders. So I did this look today using her foundation, of course, the concealer and the pressed powders, basically everything I'm holding right here, as well as this little tiny individual shadow that she has in the shade Burnished Honey. So if you want to see how I achieved this look today and also how I got on with all these products, then keep watching.
Such an awful state, couldn't wait to retain some sight, kind of mental shape, so I took my shades up and said, and although you're far away, I'm never letting you down.
So I just used 2 pumps of foundation and I'm going to leave the rest on my hand because I'm going to be using it to carve out the top part of my eyebrow. Now, here's the thing, I will end up going in with a beauty blender in a minute, but I do like the idea of blending foundation out with a brush to a certain extent. Not all foundations, just some foundations for me. This does not look good if I do it with all foundations, but with this one it just spreads really nicely. Okay, so we are going to talk about concealer now. I got 2 very different shades. They both have a neutral undertone. I made sure of that. I got D29 and medium 22. So deep 29, medium 22. Those are the 2 shades I got because I wanted a shade that I could highlight with, and I also wanted a shade that was going to be closer to my skin tone.
Can't even call. Do I need another reason? Can't even call. Do I need another? I guess I'm searching for what I always imagined. Still daydreaming instead of loving you, loving you. It's such a shame, it's such a shame that I've got to ask for patience, baby. In my way. I've been good to you.
So that's what the one shade deep 29 looks like underneath my eyes. I would say it's really nice, really creamy, but not like stiff. You can blend it out really easily, as you saw. It really didn't take any time at all to blend out. I really like it. I would say it reminds me of NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. So now I'm gonna go in with medium 22. And we'll see what happens when I do this. I always like to take a relatively lighter shade and highlight. I said earlier that this does have a neutral undertone as well. What I find interesting is that it blends so seamlessly, but it's not heavy. Like, that shade was super bright and light, but it really doesn't look harsh with like all the other colors going on my face, it blended really nicely. So next I have the powders. Now I do not know if I'm going to use both of these. I actually think I'm going to be returning one. I have the medium shade and then I have the dark shade. This is the dark shade, this is the medium shade. You obviously can tell a difference between the two, but it's a very subtle difference. But now we're going to see how the dark shade looks underneath the eye. See how it's like blurring? This is the part that I put it on a second ago. This is the part that it hasn't touched yet. So it really is just blurring out everything. And it makes everything look really nice and smooth, which is nice. So I put that basically all over my face. That was the deep shade because I like how that looked, but it didn't give me a much highlight at all. I'm going to see if there's any difference in using the medium shade. Even though I wasn't going to use this at first, now I feel like I need to see. All right. So you guys can see it is a bit of a highlighted difference. And I do like that. It really does look flawless. Honestly, I can't say anything negative about my face right now. It looks like, let me zoom in. You can see I have a zit right there, but my skin is like really smooth looking. The last Pat McGrath product that I have is this single eyeshadow in the shade Burnished Honey. I'm going to take this color and put it on my eyes and my cheeks as a blush. And I'm just gonna, that's what it looks like. Everybody dance. That was brighter than I expected. And for me, I like a lot of blush, but if you're doing the same thing that I'm doing right now and you feel like you just went a little crazy on the blush, because I low-key feel like that, I'm just gonna go back in with this deep powder. I'm just gonna kind of dust it everywhere over top. Just in the areas where I might have applied too much. And that's good.
Wondering what's on your mind.
absolutely adore my face right now. Like, I love how the concealer goes really perfectly with the foundation. I love how the powder kind of almost feels like a loose powder under the eyes. It doesn't feel heavy. Like, I cannot feel it at all, and it makes my skin look really flawless. Not only on camera, but like in real life, my skin looks really smooth and it still looks like skin. I am very, very happy, and I know these products are expensive, guys, but honestly, I think it may be worth your money. I really do. Like, I feel like the foundation is worth it for me to have bought another one. It's worth it. I know it's expensive, but 2 pumps is technically all you need. And then the concealer goes perfectly with the foundation. The pressed powder goes perfectly with the concealer. I have really nothing negative to say other than I wish it was a little bit more affordable. Technically, the price of the concealer and the price of the pressed powder are not that bad. Compared to the price of the foundation, the concealer and pressed powders are not that expensive. So I'm gonna go ahead, finish my makeup, and you guys can see the final look with everything done, because I forgot to put highlighter on as well.
Wondering what's on your mind. Guess you like the simple type. I ain't stupid, I'm a blind. Won't sleep in your bed of lies. Heard you met her in the club, trying to tell me you were drunk. I can still smell the perfume. Nigga, I don't fuck with you. I'ma drink her up, I'ma smoke some. Keep it moving, it was nice to know ya. Boy, watch me leave. You ghost to me. Wish you could love.